Good morning, students. Today we have discussed about power electronics devices. The subtopic is nothing but Thyristor Family devices. Thyristor Family devices. Before going to off this topic, what are the definition of power electronics? The power electronics deals with conversion and control of electric power by the wave shaping of voltage, current, or both, using fast switching power semiconductor devices. That means the power electronics deals with power engineering and electronics engineering. Power engineering and electronics engineering. The power engineering deals with generations, transmission, and distributions. How to generate the power, how to transmit the power, how to distribute the power. That means power means the electrical energy. How to generate the electrical energy, how to transmit the electrical energy, how to utilize the electrical energy, where we have to use the electrical energy for consumer purpose. So all these things deals with in power engineering. In electronics engineering, the electronics engineering is deals with, we have to, by the using of semiconductor devices are electronic devices. By the using of these devices, we have to reduce the power consumptions by the making fast switching of power semiconductor devices and compact in size and less cost, and we have to obtain the high efficiency. So we have to need the electronics devices. So the power electronics deals with the energy conversion and energy control by the using of power semiconductor devices. The electric power semiconductor by the using of electrical power semiconductor devices by wave shaping of voltage and current or both. So this is the power electronic systems. First we have to give the power supply to the power electronic devices. Next we have to obtain the conversion energy to the load, electrical utilization system. The three part is there in the power electronic system. First power supply, next power electronics devices, next utilization system. The power supply generally in power supply means we have to use the electric energy, the electric energy source, either AC or DC. This power supply is given to the power semiconductor devices for the conversion purpose as well as controlling purpose. Conversion or controlling. The conversion and as well as controlling means by the using of Thyristor family devices. By the using of Thyristor family devices, we have to conversion and controlling of electrical energy. But the diode, we have to use the only energy conversion, AC to DC. But by the using of power electronic devices, that is the power semiconductor devices, that is Thyristor family devices, we have to use the energy conversion and control the output power or electrical energy. And the next part is the load, the electrical energy utilization system. You have to use by the using of every power semiconductor devices or electronic devices or electrical energy for the utilization of consumers. So this is the electronic system, power electronic system. Next, what are the advantages of power electronic devices? What are the advantages of power electronic device? Before going to of this topic, the main power electronic devices, the power electronic devices, that is the Thyristor family device. But the power electronic device is the most important, the Thyristor family devices. The power electronic devices, first one is the silicon control rectifier. First one SCR, the silicon control rectifier. Second one diac, bidirectional diode thyristors. Next triac, bidirectional triode thyristors. Next one SUS, silicon unidirectional switches. SUS, silicon unidirectional switches. Next one SBS, silicon bidirectional switch. Next one GTO-SCR, gate turn off silicon control rectifier. Next one LASCR, light activated silicon control rectifier. Next one ASCR, asymmetrical silicon control rectifier. Next power semiconductor devices or power electronics devices, reverse conducting thyristors. Next power electronics devices SITH, static induction thyristors. Next SCS, silicon control switch. This is the power electronic devices. This is the power electronics devices or Thyristor family devices. The most important Thyristor family device is called as the silicon control rectifier. So this is the power electronics devices, and this is the symbol of silicon control rectifier. First one is the silicon control rectifier. This is the symbol. It consists of three terminals: anode, cathode, gate. Generally in electronic devices, that is the diode and GNA diode and transistor, it has the diode, it has the two terminals, anode and cathode, and GNA diode also consists of two terminals, and transistor, it consists of three terminal, base, emitter and collector. And here the SCR is consist of anode and cathode and gate terminal, This is the symbol of silicon control rectifier. It is act as a Thyristor family devices. What is the meaning of Thyristor family devices? In the Thyristor power semiconductor, so many power semiconductor devices, all electronic devices called as power semiconductor devices. But Thyristor family device is nothing but it consists of three terminal and four layer. Either three terminal or consist of four layer. Four layer means PN layer, alternative PN layer, four layer. Here the three terminals are four layer. That is called as the Thyristor family devices. The difference between the power electronic devices, power semiconductor devices and the Thyristor family devices is nothing but Thyristor is act as a power semiconductor category, but the difference between the diode, GNA diode and transistors, difference between the Thyristor and family devices and GNA diodes and transistors different is nothing but the Thyristor family devices consist of three terminal and four layer. Thyristor family devices. Either three terminals are there in this devices or four layer is there. So silicon control rectifier is consist of anode, cathode, gate, three terminal and four layer. PN layer, four layer, PN layer, P type and N type, P type layer, N type layer remains P type layer and N type layer, and three terminal. So this is the symbol for SCR, and it consists of three terminals: anode, cathode and gate. That means the silicon control rectifier is consist of three terminal and four layer. Anode, cathode, gate is called as a three terminal and four layer. PN, four layer. Next diac, bidirectional diode thyristors. It is act as a Thyristor family devices. It is also called as Thyristor family devices. It's Thyristor family devices. It consists of two terminal only. It consists of two terminal, but it consists of four layer. It consists of four layer. So it is act as a Thyristor family devices. What are the rules of Thyristor family devices? It consists of either three terminal or four layer. It consists of three terminal or four layer. So the diac it consists of two terminal only, but it consists of four layer, alternate PN layer. So it is act as a Thyristor family devices. Thyristor family devices. So it consists of two terminal T1 and T2 terminal, two terminal and four layer. The bidirectional diode thyristors. The anti-parallel to diode is a connected. Anti-parallel to diode is a connected. So this is the construction of diode. It consists of two terminal and four layer. Next devices. Triac. Next triac. Bidirectional triode thyristor. Bidirectional triode thyristors. It consists of three terminal and four layer. Three terminal and four layer. Three terminal means T1, T2 and gate. T1, T2 and gate. Okay, so it is also called as Thyristor family devices. Okay now. So what is the bidirectional? What is the bidirectional? What is the bidirectional? The bidirectional. The SCR act as a unidirectional. The diac act as a bidirectional. Triac act as a bidirectional. Why? Because what is the meaning of unidirectional, bidirectional? What is the meaning of bidirectional, unidirectional? The unidirectional means the SCR is conduct in only one side. The SCR is conduct in only one side, either forward bias or reverse bias. But the triac and the diac is conduct, it is a turn on either direction, forward bias and reverse bias. Both direction, thyristor and diac is the start to conducting. The diac and triac is the start to conducting. So it is what diac and triac it is act as a bidirectional devices. The SCR act as a unidirectional devices. Next power semiconductor devices or Thyristor family devices called as GTO SCR, gate turn off silicon control rectifier. Gate turn off silicon control rectifier. This is the symbol for GTO SCR. This is the symbol for GTO SCR. It consists of three terminal anode, cathode and gate. Anode, cathode and gate. So this is the symbol. At the gate terminal, the current direction is forward and backward, upward and downward direction is there. That is the difference between the silicon control rectifier and GTO SCR. This is the difference between the silicon control rectifier and GTO SCR. Next symbol is nothing but silicon unidirectional switches. Silicon unidirectional switches. It consists of three terminal. It consists of three terminal. Anode, cathode and gate. Anode, cathode and gate. This is the symbol for silicon unidirectional switches. Unidirectional switches. The SUS act as the unidirectional, not bidirectional. The SUS act as a unidirectional, not bidirectional. So it is act as a silicon unidirectional switches. Silicon unidirectional switches. The SUS is the conduct in only one direction. Only one direction, either forward bias or reverse bias. So silicon control switches. Silicon control switches. Next SBS. SBS. Silicon bidirectional switches. It consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. It also consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. PNPN 4 layer and 3 terminal. T1 T2 gate. T1 T2 gate. 3 terminal. This is the symbol for SBS, silicon bidirectional switches. Silicon bidirectional switches. Silicon bidirectional switches, it consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. So it is also called as Thyristor family devices. Thyristor family devices. Why? Because it consists of 3 layer, 4 layer, 3 terminal. 4 layer means PN layer, P type material and N type material. P type semiconductor, N type semiconductor. Remains P type semiconductor and N type semiconductor. So 4 layer and 3 terminal, T1, T2 and gate terminal. So it is act as a bidirectional devices. It is act as a bidirectional devices. It conducting both side. It conducting both side. But SUS conducting in only one direction. Only one direction. So it is called as silicon unidirectional switches. SU is act as a unidirectional and SBS is a bidirectional switches. Bidirectional switches. Next, silicon control switches. Next, Thyristor family device is called as a silicon control switch. Silicon control switch. It consists of 4 terminal and 4 layer. It consists of 4 terminal and 4 layer. The 4 terminal is nothing but anode, cathode, gate, anode gate and cathode gate. Anode gate and cathode gate. 4 layer and 4 terminal. 4 layer and 4 terminal. So this is the symbol for silicon control switches. Silicon control switches. So either gate terminal you have to connect it in the side of anode terminal or cathode terminal side. The gate pulses is given to the SCS through the anode gate or cathode gate. So it is called as the silicon control switches. Silicon control switches. Next, LASCR. Next Thyristor family device is called as the LASCR. Here also same 3 terminal and 4 layer. 3 terminal and 4 layer. All this called as power Thyristor family devices. Thyristor family devices. Why? Because all this called as 3 terminal or 4 layer. 3 terminal or 4 layer. 3 terminal or 4 layer. So here also 3 terminal and 4 layer. 3 terminal or 4 layer. Anode, cathode, gate. Anode, cathode, gate. Here the SCR, silicon control rectifier, SCR is activated by the light. Sunlight fall on the sunlight fall on the LASCR. Then it will be activated. 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 So it is called as the LASCR. So LASCR, light activated silicon control rectifier. Silicon control rectifier. Next, ASCR, asymmetrical silicon control rectifier. Asymmetrical silicon control rectifier. Asymmetrical silicon control rectifier. This is the symbol for asymmetrical silicon control rectifier. It consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. 3 terminal, 4 layer. It consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. 3 terminal is nothing but anode, cathode, gate. Anode, cathode and gate. And 4 layer. PNPN 4 layer. PNPN 4 layer and 3 terminal. Anode, cathode and gate. This is the symbol. Asymmetrical SCR. Next, RCT. Next, RCT, reverse conducting thyristor. RCT, reverse conducting thyristor, is a symbol for reverse conducting thyristors. It consists of three terminal. And 4 layer. Alternate PN 4 layer and 3 terminal. So it is act as a Thyristor family devices. Thyristor family devices. This is the RCT symbol. Are you clear or not? Next symbol is nothing but static induction thyristors. SITH. Static induction thyristor. SITH. All symbol is called as the Thyristor family devices. You have to draw it. Symbols. So static induction thyristors. Here it consists of 3 terminal and 4 layer. It is actually same as GTO SCR, but it is a operation is a different is there. You have to discuss later. So this is the symbol for static induction thyristor, SITH. And this is the graphical representation of SCR devices. This is a graphical representation. SCR devices. They are different shape and different size. You have to connect it in the circuit diagram. The build-up of you have to utilize in different areas. So these types of SCR devices. Next, so this is the different types of symbols. What are the advantages of this Thyristor family devices? All Thyristor family devices consist of 3 terminal and 4 layer. But the VI characteristics, the volt ampere characteristics of the all Thyristor is called as the just some different is there, just slightly different. But either forward bias, some devices is called conducting forward bias, some devices are conducting reverse bias, and some devices are conducting both reverse bias and forward bias. Some devices are conducting on light activating on the light activating on sunlight, and some is a induction principle. Some devices induction principle the conducting. So this is the different types of power electronics devices with symbols. So this is also called as Thyristor family devices. This is all symbol and the circuit diagram. The circuit diagram of all this Thyristor family devices, it consists of 4 layer. PNPN 4 layer. It consists of alternative PNPN 4 layer. So what are the advantages? Of power electronic devices and Thyristor family devices? These are the advantages. Note down the most important disadvantages in competitive exam. The high efficiency due to low loss. The efficiency is the very high. Why? Because you have to input supply you have to use in the volts, not kilovolts. Then the efficiency is the very high. You have to obtain the efficiency is the very high due to the low losses. This is the advantage of one of the advantages of power electronic devices. Yes, high reliability. Reliability is the very high. Why? Because we have to use the small low value of input voltages. Then it is the operating. This is all power semiconductor devices act as a on-off switches. All power electronic devices or Thyristor family devices act as a on off switches. So in the fast switching response, with the low voltage, so the reliability is the very high. Next, long life and less maintenance. Next advantage is called as the long life and less maintenance. The maintenance is a very less, and once we have to install on the motherboard, so the life is a very long term. You have to utilize. Why? Because here the less input voltage you have to apply. So the long life and less maintenance. Next, small in size. Small in size and less weight. So we have to observe in the graphical graphical view. Just the small in size. The size is a very small, and different shape and different size. We have to nowadays we have to available in market. Next, less weight.